busy right now out here. We are heading to the Katy Trail in Chesterfield, and it'll get nice and calm and quiet soon. I'm on a bridge right now, right next to the highway. So it's getting nice already. I'm now going down a hill, which is a real bugger to try to come up, especially if you're not used to hills. So this is a rocky area. It almost looks like it's been quarried a little. I don't know if it has. Going down to the Katy Trail. We parked in the parking lot near the mall. We're next to the river. And we're just getting started on the Katy Trail. There's turtle. Did you see the box turtle, Jim? So Jim is going on ahead, and I pulled over because I wanted to get a picture of this snake. I'll stand right here because there's a backwater coming. Oh, black rat snake. He's basking in the sun, enjoying the sunshine. Give you a close-up of the horsetail, Missouri bamboo. Often grows in river areas. So if you're out in the wild and you don't have a toothbrush, you can use it for brushing your teeth or for washing your dishes. There's some more on this side. So I just found another snake on the trail. From a distance, little snakes look like sticks. This is a ringneck. I can tell by the ring around its neck. And if I were to pick it up, they're harmless. I don't think they can even bite if they tried. But it would have a bright orange color on its belly. It's a pretty snake. We used to call them pencil snakes when I was younger. I'm not sure if the nickname came from my dad or who. Ringneck. Okay, so I just got off my bike, coming to a creek. Hi. And there's a little interpretive sign that talks about the Lewis and Clark expedition across Missouri. Talks about Daniel Boone. Tom might be interested in this information. The Corps of Discovery. So they stopped at the mouth of the Osage Creek, a short distance from the Katy Trail State Park crossing. They had made 2 miles since breaking morning camp. On the way, the keelboat became stuck on a submerged log, and the party needed an hour to free it. This was just a small hint of the many hazards that awaited the expedition on the Missouri River. So this is Osage Creek here. The water is high today. See on the left side how high the water is up on the trees. It's flooding. And I see a log out there. And I see a turtle on the log. So I'll head back to the bike. Keep going. Well, it looks like the box turtles are on the move. This looks like a male. Common box turtle. And mister. Why are you crossing the road? Why? I want to know why. Let's see what color your eyes are. I want to see what you are. Hey, are you trying to get away from me? Yeah, it's a male. Where's my camera? See, he has red eyes, orangish eyes, and the plastrum is indented. I love this horsetail. Looks like there's stinging nettle growing behind it. This here is a box elder tree. If you look at it, it looks like poison ivy, but it's actually a tree, box elder. This is common mullein. Eventually, these leaves are so huge. They're about at least a foot long. Eventually, this plant will grow spikes, or a long, tall spike. So the common mullein, I've read that little girls long ago would tear off the leaves and use them for blankets for their dolls. And I've also read that the flowering, the part that grows into a tall, spiky flower, was used by people long ago when they would explore caves. They would use them as torches. I've also recently read that the mullein, the fuzzy leaves, have hairs and they can make you itchy. I'm now in Defiance. Matson is 2 miles from here. Klondike Park is 5.5 miles. Augusta is 7 miles and Dutso is 15 miles. So I do want to work in the garden today and don't want to use up all my energy this morning, so I'm going to turn around here in Defiance. So here's some mullein that is a little more mature than the mullein I saw earlier today. And if you look closely, you'll see that it's starting to grow the flower spike. And then if you come down, I'm actually walking up the hill. This hill is too much for me. So if you can imagine, this is an old one, an old mullein plant. And here's one that really has a tall spike back here. The plant itself is as tall as me. So if you can imagine using that as a torch to go into a cave. And here's a nice example of Queen Anne's lace in all its glory. Queen Anne's lace is also wild carrot. The roots are carrot. So I'm getting close to the highway, but not finished looking at nature yet for today. This is a small cottonwood tree, and you might notice that the wind is blowing the leaves, and the leaves are moving different than the leaves of most trees in Missouri. And that's because if you look closely, you'll see that where the leaf joins the stem, it's flat rather than roundish. And so the trees are really nice. The leaves are nice to look at, and they make a nice sound too. The cottonwood is related to aspen trees, and you've probably heard of quaking aspen. So it looks sort of like Missouri aspen. And this flower has a sweet smell, crown vetch. Thought it was maybe a type of clover, but I just looked it up. So I'm ending the bike ride where I began. next to the highway. It's loud. I don't know if you can see Jim way ahead. I better try to catch up with him.